First thing on the agenda is the minutes for the last meeting. Gentlemen, it's been given to us. You got any questions on it?
I didn't see anything.
Yep.
So.
I'm going to make a motion to that effect.
Second.
Motions are made and seconded. We'll go ahead and approve the minutes of the last meeting. Motion carries. There you go. Just an update on the COVID thing, because that question always pops up. There's been no change from a county standpoint. The governor did issue 21-27 executive order with not too many changes, but it does carry through October 31st. So we're still the same. Okay, Tony, we're ready for you.
Okay, first item I have is the monthly treasurer's report, which I handed out to each of you, and it might be out there, I'm not sure. When they did. Pretty self-explanatory, you get those every month. You want to see one, Mark?
So this probably reflects the money after he moved, because he was gonna move
Yes,
some.
he moved some from one bank to the other because of the higher interest rate and so forth after the financial meeting that you all had, when was that, last month? I think it was last month.
No,
September.
we brought us up to date on that, but we had that earlier. Yeah, the balances are on the
They had all
back.
the banks come in.
Yeah, he's got the balances on the back side of the sheet there, so you can see where we're at.
So yeah, that should reflect that, I would think. If not, it will be reflected in October because he just said that he made that switch. I just can't remember when he told me that.
Any questions on it, gentlemen?
Nope, no questions. You want a motion on that?
Yep.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to go ahead and approve the county treasurer's monthly report. Motion carries.
All right. I have the Allied weekly claims. We haven't had a whole lot of those lately. We've had credits and such.
We
This is the
have.
first one we've had in a while, but the amount of this claim for the week is $23,679.34. $23,679.34.
Is that all medical? Is that
Looks like
broken
it's
down?
medical.
It's all medical.
Yep, it's all medical, it looks like. I'll pass that around for you to look at. It's already been signed, of course.
So look okay, Rex?
All medical.
Yeah, total medical was 53,823.41 with a credit of 30,144.07. So,
Well, that total medical,
oh, okay. Okay. I'll take
It was
Second.
23,000.
the total of Rex, the 53 number, was that 53 number?
Well, the net result is 23,679.34 after the credit.
All you need is the net.
Yeah, that's what we're expending. That claim, we need an motion for that to be approved, guys.
Because there was a credit on the full amount, Eric.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. We'll go ahead and approve the Allied claim of 23,679.34.
Second. Okay,
Yeah, motion made second.
got it.
Okay.
Next, we have Resolution 2021-19. Art, do you want to read the resolution, or would you like me to read it? Which is it? Normally you read those. That's for the paid holidays for next year.
Yeah, it's just a resolution 2021-19, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners, which designates legal holidays to be observed by county offices during calendar year 2022. The Commissioners have the authority to establish those holidays, which shall be observed by county offices as legal holidays. Therefore, be it resolved by the Commissioners and declares the following dates as legal holidays during calendar year 2022. Those are as follows: January 3rd, New Year's Day; January 17th, Martin Luther King Jr. birthday; February 21 is President's Day; April 15 is Good Friday; May 3rd, primary election day; May 30th, Memorial Day; July 4, Independence Day; September 5, Labor Day, October 10, Columbus Day, November 8, Election Day, November 11, Veterans Day, the 24th and 25th of November, Thanksgiving, December 23rd, Christmas Eve, December 26th, Christmas Day, and December 30, New Year's Eve. And that's it. If you're in agreement with that, we need a motion to adopt this resolution. Those are holidays that are considered as paid holidays for county employees. County offices will be closed to the general public on those holidays unless the commissioners authorize a county office to remain open, in which case employees will be compensated in accordance with the county's personnel policy and procedure manual for holidays. So any questions on that?
Motion to accept.
Motion's been made and accept, seconded for 2021-19 resolution.
We'll get a copy later on. Jim and I can get copies.
Yep.
I have to make a copy.
Okay, Tony, anything else?
That's all that I have.
That's all that you got? Okay, Brad. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
How is everyone today?
Good.
It's not raining today.
Just as good as you are.
It's still warm. It's a good day.
Yes.
So Paul's handing out the
Thanks,
bid
Paul.
tabulation sheets. We are opening bids today for the bed and equipment. That'll go along with that new chassis.
Is anybody here representing any of the companies,
Yes.
do you know?
Matthew from W.A. Jones and Jason from Lincoln.
Okay, it's good to have you with us.
All right, we'll just start right at the top. And forgive me, I forgot my glasses. So
You want mine? You want mine?
I don't know.
You want me to hold it up here for you so you can?
Hold it out for you over here.
All right. Well,
So
by
the first one I
magnifying
have
glass.
is Lyda truck equipment out of Lyda, Ohio. Unless I got it here. Okay. I'm not seeing anything. No non-collusion and no, nothing.
You didn't have that one.
Which one is this?
Collida.
And you did have a non-collusion?
No,
I
nope, didn't put it in there.
I did not see it.
Got sent out with the packets.
Let me go through again and make sure. I saw nothing. Nope.
So just show it as a no bid.
All right, the next one I have is from Linco, and they are out of Maryville, Indiana.
Is it just plain Linco or Linco something else?
Linco Equipment Sales.
Okay.
And I have their non-collusion. Says continue. All right, and their price for the package to go with the truck, $129,757. $129,757.
Did you have their bid specs?
Yes. Okay. Yes,
I missed that.
sorry. That was right, yep, right there, bid specs. The next one I have is from W.A. Jones out of Columbia City, Indiana. And I have their non-collusion. And I have their bid specs. And their price is $129,879. $129,879. And that is
Is
it.
that it?
That is it.
Okay, I need a motion to take it under advisement, guys.
So moved.
$122 difference.
Yeah, we'll go through them and come
Right,
back next week.
I got a motion on the table. You gonna second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. We go ahead and take them under advisement, Brad.
Thank you.
And we'll have it, what, next week, right?
Next week.
Okay, sounds good.
So the next thing I have, I sent out an email last week about our annual bridge inspection for the 4-year cycle. And Mark had went through it, said everything looked good. And I don't know if you guys looked through it, briefed through it. So, yeah, or what?
It's quite a package.
So my next step will be, now that it's been okayed, I need to turn all the stuff into NDOT, and then they will look at it, and then if they approve it, then it'll come back, and then it'll be signed.
Okay.
So right now, we don't have to sign anything,
So
so I'll
everything
get
was
that
okay,
around
Mark?
and get it sent out.
Looks all right.
So I need to make a motion to go ahead and accept the agreement.
I think you just, at this point in time, have a motion to authorize Brad to submit it to NDOT for their review and approval.
Okay.
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded, Brad, to go ahead and submit the inventory agreement to NDOT.
All right, and then a couple updates. I found out yesterday, our 1200 South sheet piling project,
Yeah,
they are hoping to begin October 18th. So basically, in a couple weeks, they're hoping to get started on that project. And then the community crossings paving portion, they're hoping to start that October 18th too. You know, of course, everything's weather dependent, but they're hoping to get that started also. So I was kind of happy to hear that and getting some stuff going.
that sounds good.
And the only other thing, hey, we actually, with this rain we finally had enough rain. The guys got out and graded stone roads. And still out mowing and grading roads, so.
Can you remind me how many miles of stone roads we have?
105, 109. I think it's 109.
Okay.
So,
Right.
just to allow a lot.
Any plans to pave any of those next year?
Not next year.
Down to
No.
NDOT for their review.
That is our goal. Next, well, finish,
That's chip and seal.
finish 200 next year to get chip seal. Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as converting the others, no, we have not planned it yet because we want to get that done and, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, is that it?
That's it.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, Rick. Yeah.
So Brad, was Skeeter pretty impressed last week, was he?
See,
Yeah, he was pretty red. Yeah. You might want to run for council.
oh, thank
There
you,
go.
sir.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll try it right now, though.
I have a few things. Wire gave us a quote for the time clocks.
Oh, for the electrical part of it?
Yeah, to wire the buildings. I didn't know how this was gonna get funded, how we wanted to pay for it, or if we were gonna accept this bid.
That covers several of the buildings, don't it?
I believe all of them.
Service center, circuit court, sheriff's office. Golden medals, yeah.
Is there gonna be one at the highway department, or how are you guys doing that?
Yep. There is.
Okay.
They already got a time clock, so hopefully the connection's
I
already there.
don't know if they can, I don't know.
You don't think they can hook it up?
I don't
there?
know. Shannon might.
I believe it's on there. It should state it. I'm sorry, I gave all my copies away.
It doesn't have the highway listed.
I see service.
Highway's not on
No, it's got the service, circuit court, sheriff's office, and golden medals.
there? Okay.
Says install 5 of them.
Well, that would be,
Well, the
there's
numbers, right,
there's
it's
only
just not
4
listed.
listed. So if they're gonna install 5, that would cover the highway, I would think.
Highway department would be the 5th.
Yeah.
Brad, did you
Although they got,
So the number's right, but it's not listed.
well, actually though, they got 2 cables for golden medals. That would make the 5th.
Yes. They don't have.
Highway's not
Don't
listed.
have the highway?
No.
Why did it get two? One time gets two.
I don't know.
I don't know if that was requested from them.
I think.
They have 2 time clocks out there?
They have one right now, but it's got 2 cables listed next to Golden Meadows, but the project name at the top says 4 facility time clock locations. So maybe Golden Meadows really does need 2 cables, but they're only planning for 4 by mistake. You know what I mean?
It could be, I mean, I can ask Bob.
Yeah, we'll need to find out about the
I can't
highway.
approve that without having that correct.
So you wanna put this on hold then, and we'll table this until we
Well,
find out?
and as
Or
far
you wanna
as,
approve this
I think
part of it?
time's an essence, so if I can get with Bob before the meeting's adjourned.
We could, okay.
maybe we
can wait
can,
till later to do it.
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
even without
Do it,
approving
just to
it,
see,
you know, we probably should
Because
talk
highway
about
department needs to be
the
on.
funding, how you wanna.
Yeah, we're supposed to start punching next Saturday.
So when I'm done here, I'll try to get with Bob and come back on that topic.
Okay, find out about that and come on back. That'd be fine. Then we'll talk about
any-
funding.
Okay, you wanna wait to talk about funding until?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, anything else, Rick?
Yeah. Back in late July, probably the 21st or the 1st of August, I believe it was, I had submitted to you about the fire protection control panel over at the courthouse. That invoice was for $12,962. I came to you to get it approved so they could get it ordered, and it was gonna be a 6 to 8 week lead time. I received an invoice from them. I called this morning, talked to someone, got transferred to another line, and left a message for them to call me, but this work isn't done yet that I'm aware of, because they would have surely had to contact me to do this, but it kind of tells me that this is probably in. But looking at this, I believe this was approved to pay out of 1140. That's what my records show. So that would be Fund 1140 out of equipment repair.
Okay,
Unfortunately, there's not enough funds in there to cover that.
totally, we got enough funds, but we don't have that breakdown.
I printed this morning, Rex. I don't
Did
know.
you get? You got another line item? Be appropriate to take out of?
Well, I'm thinking. I don't think we want to do 1138, do we? That's where we have money. And this is what I have in 1138.
For one, are we taking? Yeah, I saw that one, 60,000 in that. We can take it out 33,700. It's got 60,000 in it.
Which one is that?
That would be equipment repair,
7.5.
coon cap equipment repair.
Yep.
That'd be appropriate. You guys got any questions on that?
Yeah, no, that sounds appropriate.
What was the fund number?
What was the number?
Who's that?
It'd be, it's 1138,
1138.
33,700.
Yeah, 700.
So we'll need a motion to go ahead and approve that claim for 12,962. Right, you ready for that?
Yeah.
Well, I think it'd be upon completion of the work, right?
Yeah.
Upon completion of the work, yeah.
I just wanted to, and I haven't got called back from them. I'm almost certain this isn't done because there's no way they could have got in there.
Didn't that old panel get hot, or why did we have to replace
It's got like a little, yeah, it's got like a little fog area on it.
it? Yeah.
What we did is bypass it for the time being.
Okay, so basically, we'll take the motion to approve that upon completion of the work
Right.
for 12,962.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded, and we'll go ahead and pay that upon completion, Rick, 12,962, and you got the line item it needs to be taken out of.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. A couple weeks ago, at the courthouse, the AC was causing us problems. We had to have 2 coils replaced. They were replaced. The job is done. Seems to be fixed now. But the bill for that with refrigerant and everything else is $8,409.42. $8,409.42. I'm suggesting to pay it out of the same fund of $1138.
Okay, so that'd be total of $20,000 that we got coming out of that account then.
That was repair for coils, what?
At the courthouse.
Courthouse.
Refrigeration, AC units, the heat pumps.
Okay.
Any questions on that?
You're still doing 1138, 33,700?
That's correct.
Yeah, that would be an appropriate repair for that.
Okay. I make a motion.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded to go ahead and approve that claim for $8,409.42.
My next thing that I wanted to possibly get permission to do is exterior lighting around the complex here. Change them all out to LEDs. And this is a quote from Be Secure. So every entryway would have a new light. What we have now, they're very old. I change a bulb, they leak, the bulb's out. And that would be, the total project would be $2,586.38.
So those bulbs would be brighter and last longer and
More efficient.
more efficient.
Building was this before?
And then that covers every entryway of this building.
Of this.
How many of those are there, Rick? About
There
10 or
is,
so?
There's 10.
10,
10 exterior wall pack light fixtures.
yeah. So you have 2 per Jefferson Street, per door opening. There's 2 for the gymnasium, 1 in the alley, 1 over here. 2 in the alley, actually. And to
Okay.
pay for that, I would take it out of Fund 1,000 out of my budget. That would be building, grounds, supplies and repairs.
You got enough money in there for that? Okay. Any questions, gentlemen?
No, motion to approve.
They changing the fixtures and everything?
Yeah, if you look at the brochure in the back, that's kind of an example of what they are. They'll all be the same, won't be as big and bulky, but more light.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made and second to go ahead and approve a claim to be secure for $2,586.38. Motion carries. You're making up for last week.
Yeah. I guess just a brief, on the engineering, on the chillers. Myself and Mark spoke with me yesterday about the firm stand that you kind of recommended that Jay County had used. Mark gave him my information to contact me. This was late yesterday afternoon, so I haven't heard back from them yet.
Okay.
So I'm just waiting to hear. Last Friday, I met with GMC Rick Anderson.
Yes.
Him and an engineer, and I apologize, I might have this in here. Mark Frost was the engineer. Spoke to him for quite a while. They had been here before, I think you guys know that, and did some quotes or things, but they were asking maybe to have some more time to present more to you commissioners. And I think he got on the docket, I think, for whatever date. He was trying to get back in here, so that's where that is. Other than that, Jonathan, that's all I have.
Okay, very good.
Let us know when you get hold of Bob.
Yeah, hopefully you will.
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you.
Be secure for Jenny Bartlett.
That'd be me.
That's you, good. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Thanks for hearing me today, guys. My name's Jenny Bartlett. I work with special needs kids in South Adams, Adams Central, and Bluffton High School. Our program is very vocational based, so what I'm here asking you today is my South Adams kids would like to start a community recycling program through the Paper Gator. Are you guys familiar with that at all? Okay.
I'm not.
Okay. It's a company out of New Haven that puts dumpsters like at nonprofit places. We fill them up, they take them away, they send us a check every month. We do this in Bluffton, we do this in the community. We've been doing it a couple of years. It's great for our kids. It gets them out in the community, improves their social skills. They have to go in and talk to people. They have to use their manners. It also funds field trips, cooking activities, a lot of the things that maybe the parents can't afford, we can chip in, help with. So what I'm asking you today is if we can do your county buildings, this building, the courthouse, and the sheriff's department. We'd come every other Monday morning. There would be a designated location for us to pick up what we need, which is books, magazines, paper, no cardboard, just like anything that can be shredded, basically. Old phone books. We'll take it back to school, and our kids will have some funds to play with.
Did you talk with Rick?
I
for the
did,
possibility
actually.
of
I
where-
talked to him a couple weeks ago, and
Okay.
he's the one that told me I needed to come talk to you guys.
Where would you put them at?
But,
Where would you put the paper gators?
oh,
at?
the paper gators at South Adams. We pick up the stuff in, bags and boxes, whatever, and then we take it back to school and dump it. So you wouldn't have a dumpster anywhere here.
Oh, we wouldn't have,
No, what we do is, this is how we do it in Bluffton. I would talk to Rick, there's a designated spot where our kids would come in like every other Monday morning, pick it up and be on their way. We've already got the Decatur Democrat, the lady said, give me a call, we'll let you in the back door. I talked to your mayor, so we're doing the city building, same thing. He said, we'll have a spot. we'll let you in the back door. So we're not in like disrupting things, we're just in and out. You pick the spot, or Rick, you pick the spot, and, we'll give him a list of the days
Sure.
we're gonna pick it up, and we go from there.
Rick, you have any thoughts on that?
We'll just have to educate our building on it. I mean, we had more recycling that was going on here, and things just got intermixed and it became a mess, so some of those things stopped. But we just have to educate our building and find that location.
How does that work as far as documents? Like from a legal standpoint, I mean, is that a good idea? I mean, we have people come in just to shred, and kind of maintain security for that.
It wouldn't be legal documents.
So it's just newspapers or?
Newspapers, books, magazines.
You wouldn't have like aluminum or?
No,
Okay.
they only pick up paper. I mean, we do the courthouse in Bluffton, and everything that comes out of there is shredded. All we do is pick up their garbage bags and dump them.
Oh, so they shred?
They already shred it, yeah.
I
They-
see.
Yeah, they shred it, we pick it up. Like, we don't have, and, anything we pick up, like, we pick up at the FSA office in Bluffton, everything there is shredded too. So we don't have any personal information on anybody.
Well, that kind of stuff never gets put down there anyway. Can it be all in one bin, or does it need to be separated, like your magazines?
Oh, no, it can all be together.
Be in one,
Yeah.
one thing?
So would you have to separate stuff at the office, paper recyclables versus trash?
Well, it'd be hard for us to do that. They would have to do every office, that's what I mean. They'd have to be educated every office would have to do that. Here's your trash, that stuff goes down here. Magazines, whatever else they may have, I guess. So they would have to segregate that. And there used to be bins down here that said that. This
Yeah,
is
that's true.
smooth paper, this is the magazines, this is, but we're not gonna dig out the trash, but
Right.
they'll have to segregate it if we choose to do this.
So like, would we have to have everybody shred it too, like Bluffton does and the FSA does?
Most of the offices, they shred what they need shredded, and then we do have a container down here for shredding. Actually, there's two.
Okay.
So the offices, they bring it down when their bags are full. They dispense it where we have it. The city comes and picks it up.
Okay.
Try it.
Yeah, try it.
Try it and see if it works.
Yeah. So,
Where did you say the complex, the sheriff's department, there was one other location?
Courthouse.
Sounds fine.
And I would be happy to talk to anybody, any of the offices, to tell them what we're doing and how it needs to be done, or how we'd like to have it done, or
That might be a
whatever's
good
easiest for
idea.
them.
That might be a good idea to do that.
Okay.
Try to lean on maybe Shannon a little bit on that.
Hey, Shannon. Okay, and where would I find you?
I'm in room 328 upstairs of this building.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. How about Monday?
I will write down my info and we can touch base. Is that okay?
Oh, I bet you guys aren't here Monday, are you?
No, not really.
Okay. Pick another day.
I mean, I'm more than
Do we need a
willing to
motion, make a motion on that, Mark? Put it in
Yeah,
the
it
minutes? Okay,
so moved.
so move. Okay, a motion's been made and seconded to go ahead, Cindy, or Jenny, and give you the approval to do it.
Great,
See how it
thank you
works
so
out.
much. Thanks. Our kids
Okay.
really appreciate it. It's just a good learning experience for them to get their hands on and realize that, no, if you want something, you have to work for it.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, great.
We'll
Thank
give
you
her a
so
try.
much.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, yes.
Did Mark, Mark, I thought he popped in. What did he do?
here.
He did. Laid his
He did.
papers down.
Yeah, okay. Barry, did you have something you want to bring up?
I just wanted to touch base with the award we received. I know they called me. I was swamped last week on getting back here. Something I do want to relay to you. We received $5 million in SWIFT grants. We're waiting to hear from SRF on forgivable loans, hopefully this week. We thought maybe last week, but that's been a never-ending deal. Have you heard, Mark, have you heard anything from Wells County yet either, or
I think they did, yes.
are they receiving forgivable loan or not?
I'd have to, I believe so.
So it's getting closer, hopefully.
But that
project
amount
is-
hasn't been determined yet, right?
What's
The
that?
forgivable part has not been
No, we
determined.
have not been notified on what they're giving us. I am meeting with the association tonight out at Yost Woods.
Okay, yeah.
I met with them last Wednesday night, the board of directors, and now tonight I'm going for the full-fledged association. I am taking Larry along with me because I'm sure there's gonna be lots of questions fired at us. But we have not determined what projects we will do with this. If we only receive the 5 million, we need 5 million more in forgivable loan, and then still borrow 2 million. The good thing about the SWIFT grant, as long as everything goes through, we have not borrowed any money from you on that 500,000, but we have some bills starting to build up. Mark will have to write an agreement up whenever we do that, and, but we will be able to pay, we know we're paying you back on that. So that will be the first thing that gets paid back before we do any project work. So that is moving along. I can touch base on this. Me and Stan and Steve Bailey went down to the conference. Went well, didn't you think, Stan?
Yeah, I did.
I mean,
Really well. So,
I was very proud of what we got accomplished. They're supposed to be sending the news, they told us they would send it to all the local media.
Right.
On pictures they took and stuff. We was, second to last. There was an individual county recipient, but other than that, we were the second top award there that night. So it was, I mean, a lot of driving, long trip.
It was a long trip, it is, you bet.
But Stan, you got anything to throw in on it?
Yeah, I sure appreciate all the work you guys have done, because, you know, it's obviously got a real positive economic impact, and it's also got a real positive economic development impact to help add additional building properties and residences. And it's just got an impact also of saving residents and systems that would have gone bad otherwise. So, you know, it's just got so many positive effects.
Well, it's growing pains. Some people are, you know, that you've all been through it. We've been at this now 4 years and going through the lumps, but you know, we're getting there, and if we keep getting this money from SRF is a big plus too. So
But
do
I
agree.
think obviously it's just kind of a natural thing for the county to cooperate with the sewer district. to
Well, Tony and
keep this
Steve,
going.
Mark, Doug Ballman come for the interview. We had an interview. Rex was here. It took all of us to get it accomplished, but it was very cool. And it was very well deserved. The county, it was just really good for the county, I feel. And I think there is another sign coming. I'm not sure about that, but
Well, supposedly,
who knows?
I emailed and they haven't responded yet.
Is it all right? I keep this one up in our
Yep.
office?
I think that's where
That's fine.
But thank you again.
Well, we appreciate all the effort and work that you've done
Well,
on this, and
we're-
everybody that's been involved. Yeah, it's been a joint effort.
It's coming. Like I said, there's some curves in the road, but we're getting through a lot of them. Good. So,
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks a lot, Barry.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
I won't-
Mark, when? Thank you, guys. We got him in on time.
Okay,
And you only got one for us.
just one, and it's 2 lots that we started with and 2 lots that we're ending with, so it's not even a big deal. This is the original lines. That'll help if I have the correct direction. And this individual is picking up a lot more acres. And this farmhouse and building, which is right here,
Okay,
It's
so
going
we don't-
to a 3-acre lot, which minimum is 2, so that's legal.
Yeah.
So it's going across.
This guy picks up everything else. Yep. Yep. This line here, did not move, so this line, dotted line here, so that's still the existing line, it just got shorter. And then a line here on straight across. And everything else goes to this property. So
This is 18.13.
What's this?
this is just a diagram to show how, where the property lines, how close they get to the.
So the total acreage is 18.0.
18 on lot 1B, and then lot 1A is 3.
So tiny.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's 3 acres at the end of the day, and it's 18.1.
What road was it located on here? Oh.
You got County Road 100 East and County Road 100 South.
Okay, those two.
Right.
So that's all it
Okay,
was.
question, gentlemen? Okay, need a motion.
So move.
Second. Motion's made second to go ahead and approve the replat lot 1 of the Moses K. Swartz subdivision.
It's okay, you're fine.
Thank you.
Where we're at.
I might stay there after the talk to the guy. How much you have left on your agenda?
After hours.
He can do what he wants.
No.
See anything in there? Got it in that. It's not exactly a repair. It's a capital expenditure.
Yeah.
Relax. Okay, thanks, Mark. Shannon.
Okay, so I have quite a few things today. The first thing is the policy for part-time employee breaks that I sent you guys. I wanted to discuss and seek approval, unless you think it needs changes. I got Mark's thumbs up.
I read through it, it looked good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark, you read through it too, didn't you? Hope you have any
The
problems?
first two paragraphs is not changed from current language in the policy manual. I just added the third paragraph, because we don't have anything that addresses breaks for part-time employees. There's nothing right now, so we need to get something added because I have to tell the timekeeping system what to do if a part-time person does clock out in the middle of their shift, so.
Okay, any other questions? Steve, you okay?
Yes.
I'll need a motion on it to go ahead and approve the.
Motion to approve.
Okay, motion's been made and second to go ahead and approve the, policy for part-time employee breaks.
Okay.
Motion carries.
Ed from Treasurer's Office sent me some information last week about, it's kind of like some financial literacy courses that one of our banks that we work with offers. It's completely free of charge to us, and we have access to the information simply because we work with them in a business capacity. I looked over it. I think it's a great program. It's, like I said, it's free to employees. All I would have to do is essentially draw up a memo and then send out the information about it, and they can access it at home by themselves if they want to. I'm a huge proponent of the more information and the more learning you can give somebody for free, the better. So I just wanted official approval to send out that information to county employees. Then they can take part if they want to. It's optional and it's free.
I think it's a good idea.
And I'm not sure, so it's just so they can access their online banking or what exactly?
No, so Fifth Third, who we work with in a business capacity, it's called Empower U, like Empower University, and it's financial literacy courses that they offer. to employees
Oh,
of
I
who
see.
they work with in a business capacity.
Gotcha.
So Fifth Third would essentially give me access to courses that I can learn about taxes and credit counseling and all kinds of different financial things that we don't necessarily learn in high school. And it, like I said, it's completely free to all of our employees because we have that relationship with them. They don't have to access it if they don't want to. They could do it at home if they wanted to. It's not like they have to be in the building or go anywhere. It's all online.
Mhm.
I just think that it's a good program because, you know, if people want to learn about some of that stuff, then they can, and they might not have resources otherwise. So I'm just
Sounds good.
asking for permission to send that out to all staff.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay?
I heard,
Do we need to put on a motion?
we'll make a motion. Yeah, we should put it in motion, get it in minutes.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to go ahead, Shannon, and give you approval to do that.
Okay. I sent you guys last Friday, shifting to job descriptions, 2 job descriptions for the assessor's office. Mary kind of walked me through what has happened in that office in the last maybe 8 to 10 years or so. And there used to be 5 full-time employees, and now there's 4. When they decided not to replace the 5th full-time employee, the previous assessor thought that the 4 full-time staff was able to bring that work onto their own duties and they wouldn't have any issues. So what we're doing is we're trying to get the job descriptions updated to better reflect what they actually do in that office. So these are 2 of 4. I sent you personal property and office deputy. So everything that is in yellow is an addition to the job description on both of these.
Okay.
And if Friday to today wasn't enough time, that's fine. We can revisit next week if we need to. I know it's kind of late.
Did you have a chance to read through them? I
I
read through them. I didn't see any.
I didn't read through them real close.
Do you want to hold it till next week?
Yeah, we kind of,
Okay,
okay,
we'll put
we'll
it
come
off,
back
we'll
to that
table
one.
it till next week then.
Okay, all right. So the other job description that I have is, I did receive a resignation for our veteran service officer, effective October 16th. I searched for a job description on the drive and wasn't able to find one, so I created one. I sent this to you guys last week. I sent it to Mark because it's brand new and he gave me the approval. So I just need you to approve this if you are comfortable with it, and then I also need to post the job so I can start recruiting for that position as well.
I didn't have any questions on it, Shannon.
No, I
I
didn't.
thought it was
read
pretty
that
good.
one.
No, it's a good description.
Yeah,
Do you need a motion on that, Rex?
yes.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion's been made to second to go ahead and approve the job description for the PSO officer.
Okay, and then
What's his name, the person who resigned? What's his name?
it's kind of long, I'll tell you after I'm done, if that's okay. I just don't want you to misspell it. And then the other thing is that I need permission as well to post that position to start recruiting for that. Because we're a week and a half out from that resignation date, so I'd like to go ahead and get that process going, if that's okay.
Take your motion, gentlemen.
Second.
Motion's been made to second to go ahead and post that job description, Shannon.
Okay. And then the rest of it's just kind of for information. We did have 2 interviews last week for the reassessment deputy position in the assessor's office. They both went very well. The posting is scheduled to come down this Wednesday, so tomorrow. So once the posting comes down, then I'll touch back with Mary and we'll make a decision on who she's interested in for that position. Hopefully make an offer this week, and then we'll have that person in here either within the next week or so, depending on their time constraints with what they've got going on.
Okay,
So that went well, and we are going to have our first training for our group of department heads in the first group for timekeeping today at 2 o'clock. You guys are welcome to come to that if you'd like. We will have a training every single group that we have go live for the department heads within that group. So after this first group, we have Brad down at the highway, and his team is going to be in the second group. We did change their go live date from October 30th to October 23rd. And the reason being is, she's not in here, is because the highway department, there's one fund that they currently get paid a week behind the rest of the county. And the reason being is because their payroll is so cumbersome that they couldn't get it accomplished in the time frame that we needed it to get done. So what we're gonna do is they're gonna start punching on October 23rd, and then we're gonna get them caught up with that week that they're behind on payroll date November 24th. So on the third, or the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, the highway will officially be current with the rest of the county. Because we can't have Bree running separate pay weeks during the
Right.
same pay period on timekeeping. So Brad knows that, and I think Brad knows all that. So we changed that for them, they're all aware.
So their pay date will actually change.
No,
or
their
move.
their pay date is the same, but like, for example, the rest of us get paid from, September 18th to October 1st is paid on October 15th. His team, it's from September 11th to September 28th or whatever the day is. So they're a week, their payroll dates are a week behind, even though their dates that they are paid is the same.
I see.
It's very confusing. It took me a
Okay.
minute to wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get them caught up, so that means that for 1 week, they're gonna have a much larger payroll than normal, because we're gonna be 120 hours for all employees instead of 80. So just so we're aware of that, we're gonna have a bigger one in November. And that's all I have.
So they will, for that time, they will go 3 weeks without pay.
No, they're not
No.
gonna skip a payroll at all. They're just going to, they're gonna have the week that they're behind right now added on to a paycheck to get them current with the rest of us.
Okay,
So they'll actually basically gain a week.
gotcha. Yeah, okay.
So that's all I
Very
got.
good. Thanks,
Any
Shannon.
questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rick, did you find out anything?
Yeah.
All right, Nancy.
Yeah, bad.
On that quote, I think there was some wiring that went on down at the highway department prior to this. Bob foreseen maybe time clocks, or whatever, but there's a wire already ran. to the highway.
Okay, so they're good to go then.
They're good to go.
Okay.
The two that you see at Golden Meadows, it's one time clock, but they have to pull like 2 wires, one to run the other. That's what that is. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
2 time clocks.
Okay.
So highway department's already wired, and that should be a good quote for the rest of the project.
Okay, to be determined is a line item how it's gonna get paid, right? It would be a cum cap item.
Well, as far as,
Computer software.
well, no, that's computer, it's hardware. No, it wouldn't be.
And we can't split it up, you know, I mean, we got the sheriff's department, we got,
All the buildings.
all the buildings, yeah, Golden Meadows, sheriff's will be outside of the complex. We don't have enough in building and grounds for that.
Anything else, yeah.
I mean, the only thing we would have in that would be equipment repair. We still got a balance, take 20 out of that, we got 40,000 left in that. We don't have anything in the commissioner's budget to cover it, line item.
Yeah, if you don't have anything in the commissioner's budget, then it probably.
Out of that 33,700.
But
We could look
Yeah,
and see if we
probably
have
the same one.
any. Same one, yeah.
So we get the other ones out of?
By the end of the year, we'll have money back in those kids.
I mean, 33,700, we still got money in that, although I don't like to, I mean, it's not equipment repair.
It's more of a capital nature.
It is, yeah.
And you have the money in the capital nature.
And what?
You have the money in 1140 to cover it, at least on today's.
4,000.
How much we got in there, Rick?
What I'm showing, what I printed off this morning, if this is correct, $7,927.22.
What was the name of it again, the line item?
It would be Fund 1140, it would be 3,700 equipment and repair,
33,700.
yes.
Yeah.
And that is Fund 1140.
Well, that's Cume Courthouse, yeah, 1140, 33,700.
Yeah.
So I'm showing it too, that same amount, so.
Thing of it is, it's not all for the courthouse, but we may have to take it out of that. We got Golden Meadows and we got the sheriff's department. We could probably split it somehow.
Well, but if you go to Cume Cap, then,
What?
you know, if you go to Cume Cap, then that's about the only equipment
Equipment
repair.
repair is what we
It's
have.
not exterior, you don't wanna do it out of computer. I don't see anything else there.
Can we split it? Take it out
That
of,
would be
take it out of the sheriff's and the courthouse?
Golden Meadows does have, in Coon Cap, they do have the equipment line here. They got 28,000.
We get Bree
In
back
their
down here,
account.
she can tell you what's the best scenario here. Hold on. Keep all up.
If you split it, you'd almost have to take, you got 5,
1211, that'd be mine.
or you got 6 cables. If you split it per cable, then Golden Meadows would pick up 2,
Right.
2 6.
Golden Meadow would pick up
And
2
the
of
sheriff
the
would pick
6.
up 1 6. We could maybe work on that.
Well, Gold Meadows would be one. It's just what
But they got 2
Did you
lines.
see if Bree can come down?
They have to run 2 lines to pull the one.
Okay, so just do like 1/5?
Yeah. So each one, if you do it that way, each one would just be just one.
That would be the correct way to do it, wouldn't it? Just split it?
It would be nice, yes.
But nobody asked for that. I don't think
Right,
budget.
so I'm gonna have Bree come down and she can tell you
Okay, let's wait on
what the
Bree.
easiest way would be.
Yeah, we'll wait on Bree.
Yeah.
She
Come down
knows
and go
which
over it.
funds and how much and where they shoot.
Okay, when that invoice comes in, do you want me to take care
She'll
of
need
that?
to know where that comes out of when she gets it
We'll
anyway.
have Rick take and make the claim out for it, and
That
then
just seems like it
Bree
makes,
can give him the.
makes life difficult if we split it 5 ways as far as which.
It could.
Well, it does, but I mean, that does put the the cost that's associated with those projects.
Yeah.
Bree
The
will
easiest
be able
thing
to
to
answer
do would
that
be just
pretty
one
quick.
line item, but let's see what Bree
Bree,
has.
they have a question on, we have, Stan, do you have the fund thing pulled out?
Yeah,
for us to look at? They have $4,162 for installing the time clocks at all the buildings.
You might have to pull.
They're trying to figure out where to take that out of, since it's each building, where to take it out of to make it fair or what it should come out of. And I know you'll be able to tell them what the best case
I hate
scenario
to put
would
it in
be
a repair.
and how to work it.
See, otherwise, if we could find a spot in Cume Cap, which the.
Is that the bill there?
The only thing we got's that repair line.
And see, it's not
It's
that
not
big of
really
a bill.
repair though.
but
No,
we've
it's
got
not
Cume
really a
Courthouse.
repair.
I don't know how hard it is to break it down into 5 bills and find 5 places to take it out of either.
Would it
It actually be 3, because you have courthouse,
Nobody
the
asked for
the service complex, the courthouse is all one.
I mean,
That's true.
if it's the
Yeah,
wiring
three-
for it,
three
would it be
places.
like, okay.
Cause see,
We're covering 3 different
The
areas.
highway department's already set up
the
for
other
it.
thing would be is if we split it 5 ways, and then it gets real screwy.
It'll be split in 3 ways.
The 3 ways, because
Three
you got the
ways.
service
3 ways.
complex, the sheriff, and Golden Meadows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not an option to pull it
from wherever we bought the software from?
That's what I'm wondering, it would come out of our budget.
Yeah, because they didn't ask for a time clock.
If we have enough in there.
Take it out of the
because-
WOW line
I could
item?
take it.
Yeah, do you have money budgeted for the timekeeping and go live and?
Yeah.
No, we don't have any
So
budget.
take it out of Tony's budget.
Let me see what's in there. I gotta use, you don't have
You know,
access.
you've gotta have money appropriated for timekeeping.
Wasn't it CARES? Wasn't it CARES money? That's right on the phone.
Future, a lot of it was, but I don't know if it's enough. When I get to all number, I mean, it should just come out of that.
It's just my 2 cents.
Just make sure she
Well,
doesn't.
we'll
can't
take
disagree if we
donations.
have enough in.
Golden Meadows by nature doesn't have the ability to use computer, so it'll take it down.
Steve, on that committee, was it funds for this project?
I mean, that was my first guess, let's take it out of ours.
I don't think
Why didn't you
we
know?
paid for it because they didn't ask for it.
Put the stage.
Thought about that.
We were getting along pretty well before.
Well, see, they were already paid for on that committee. That should have been taken care of.
Well, it's so screwy because
Yeah, with them, because initially paid for COVID. Yeah, it was paid for COVID, but it wasn't paid for the wiring, so. Who pays for the wiring?
Paid for what?
That time clocks was initially paid for with that COVID money.
Yeah.
So they never expected this 4,000 to come through.
No,
We
no.
have 46.
So
It's
nobody
related to
budgeted
the
for it.
software, it's necessary for that to
So
work.
then it would
No,
all
very
go back
open.
to the same line item for
Yeah, so,
the street.
We paid out of ours. If we
but
end
I
up
don't feel
short
it's right
at the end of
to
December, we'll just have to go for council and ask for additional and get these
split
forgiveness.
3 ways.
You know, I love
It's just additional cost, you know, for implementation. You gotta have the wiring to make the time.
I would pay it out of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's fine. Give them the number.
Three council, one.
Rex, we got some, we can pay it out of the auditor's budget, out of.
You got some money there?
Maintenance.
It's a maintenance fund account software, because we're gonna pay the time clocks out of there too, so then that way it's all.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's 1,358.00.30.0002.
I got the 1,035,800.
3 zeros and
Should I
then.
just bring that claim to you then?
Get it to Bree.
Yeah.
Get it to our office.
Okay, we'll need a motion to go ahead and approve the claim for 4,162.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. We go ahead and approve the claim to Wired for 4,162, subject to Breeze. Line item description.
You know, and I don't know who all sits on that committee. Do we anticipate any other bills like this?
I don't know. I mean,
I didn't either.
I didn't anticipate this bill.
I don't think we've got the time clock bill yet. The what? The time clock, the whole like invoice from like WOW or AOD. I thought we paid that last year.
Yeah.
Did we pay for the actual time clocks though?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
I thought we just
I-
paid for the.
We paid for the
Yeah, we
software.
just paid for the software. I
paid
don't
for
think
the
we paid for
software.
the time clock.
There's a
All-
bill that Tony sent me that has the clocks listed on it. I don't know if that bill was paid or not.
That was a
Yes.
quote
Yes, that's the quote, but we haven't got an invoice.
because the council wanted some sort of estimate before they agreed to it. They wanted to know some sort of estimate on what that cost would be. So we went with 5 time clocks. This is a guess.
That's right. That's right.
And they quoted the 5 time clocks.
Yeah.
So maybe we just need to send it
I think Bob has
to
that
Andy.
in hand. I think Bob.
He's got the bill?
I don't know about the invoice,
We have
but
the clock.
we have the clocks.
Yeah, I thought we'd paid for the clock.
I know that.
Yeah.
No, we haven't paid for the clocks.
We just paid for the
can
software, the
send-
training, and,
We can send Andy an email today and ask him.
Okay.
I mean, we'll double check.
Well, we got this claim taken care of, so that's,
Well, and we need to figure out then too, if that's also coming out of the auditor's budget or if we need to.
well, when we get that, we don't know how much money they got in that.
Right,
3 zeros.
you know, and it may end up being an additional appropriation.
Could be. Could be.
I wonder how much those time clocks will be.
We have that, we have that.
They gave us a quote for 5.
I think it's
know, 'cause
$1,600
You say
each.
$10? We have the quote.
10,000 apiece, yeah.
I think it's
No, they're not
1,600 each.
that.
I think it was.
I think it's 1,600 each clock. Actually, I think we got an updated quote, and they might have set the quote, and I think that cost might have gone down a little bit. if I'm not mistaken, but we have that.
And we can determine what type of clock they were gonna get.
It depended on the clock.
Yes.
The clocks we went with were a little cheaper than the 1600.
Because we had talked about using our badges and we're not using our badges.
Yeah, and it was about how they were gonna be able to be wired,
Yes.
Right, right.
what the capacity was.
I can't remember how much the cost went down,
I think I have both.
So we're not using badges?
No, because we decided that not everybody has the
it'll
same
be
kind
pin
of
entry.
badge. Like, we have badges in this building, but the courthouse has
That's
like
fobs.
fobs,
Oh.
so,
But we're wanting to change that.
yeah. But to start with, if everybody has a PIN number,
The stuff that we're putting in for the locks and so on are gonna be compatible with that, if we'd ever wanna change that.
Once we get them qualified.
Right, right. Okay, Mark Burry, you got something?
No, nothing other than county council meeting next week. We may be asking to hold an executive session to discuss pending litigation involving the sewer district and possibly the health department, so we may get that scheduled. I've got to check with council and see if they're willing to do that, so I'll let you know.
Can we advertise for the farm ground, or have we advertised for the
What's that?
farm ground?
Bids for the farm.
I know when I talked to Mr. Fosnaugh, he said the last time he signed the contract was September 9th. So he's getting anxious. So I don't know if we need to.
He's called the office.
Yeah, I've spoke to him,
Gotcha.
so,
Because he called me yesterday too.
okay. No, we'll bring back specifications to advertise for that here shortly.
Okay.
Okay. Other matters properly presented. Public, any input? If not, gentlemen,
So move. Second.
we are adjourned.